execution shall be carried out immediately. Goodbye. Ah, no, mommy. Silence. Judge Voyia does not like loud noise. Guards, bring the syringe and some toys. Allow the kid to give one last go with the Hot Wheels. Then inject him immediately. Have you ever wanted to be a judge? Have you ever actually wanted to judge criminals and send them to their worst fate or set them free? This is this type of game. Welcome to Not Justice, a game where they let civilians be judges. And now I have to figure out whether they're really good or really bad people. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I had a variety of games to play, and this is one of them. Let's get started. Oh, God. So I'm guessing this is going to be kind of a determine whether they're... I don't know. I didn't know which one to pick, so I just enabled it. It was just up there. I don't care. This game contains very delicate and disturbing themes, as well as grotesque and bloody depictions of body horror. Sensible players should not play this game. Also, if you're over 99 years old, you should stay away from this game. Play at your own risk. Although the work is fiction of all characters, names, events, and locations, and fictional characters. Okay, just know that everything in here is fake, okay? Also, keep in mind this game is mostly satire. There you go. Okay. AV Dosso, let's go. I hope I said your last name right. Let's go. Okay. I'm a little scared. I hope I'm not supposed to press none because I sure am drinking water. Thank you. I appreciate it. Not just this. Now, does this game have multiple endings? Let me go look at... I'll play through it one time. If I get some horrible messed up ending, then I will go and look and see how many endings it is. But I really just think it's just a game where you're just playing as a judge. Oh. You're finally here. Who's talking to me? Before starting, I need to register your data. Right. What did you look like? Not that. Choose an avatar. Great. We got to choose an avatar. Let's... Next avatar. Next avatar. Oh. Next avatar. I see the features. I mean, we might be twins, but I'm gonna... Next avatar. Oh. Looks like a berry that got eaten and went crazy. Can y'all tell that I come up with stories myself? No. Oh, they just getting worse. Oh my God. If you looked up the definition of a butt itch, this face is what you'll see first. If they had to put a depiction to show you with picture a depiction of what a butt itch looks like, his face would pop up. Ew. Disgusting. She looked like meat flaps. You know what? This is fine. Choose this avatar. That's as good as it's gonna get. What was your first name again? Do I have to type one hand? Can I just click the buttons? It looks like I can click the buttons. So let's go V. Where is O on this side? There we go. I'm glad I could click the buttons. That's right. Your name's Voyia. And your last name is? Oh yeah, W. So, your full name is Voyia W. Is that right? Yeah. You identify yourself as female. Your pronouns are she, her. Your favorite hobby is singing. Singing, I guess reading. Dang it. Can I pick more than one hobby? I have multiple. Writing? I don't know why I'm typing slow. I can click the button, so it's okay. Your current mood is happy. Concerned? Oops. I didn't mean to hit that. How do I get rid of that? Oh, I made it worse. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I feel pretty happy today, I guess. What's your age? Notice, if you're under 18, you won't be able to be a judge. Well, luckily I'm not. Let's go ahead. Whoa. Let's go and hit that. And then, I mean, soon I'll be this, but I am 32. So your full name is Voyia W. You're 32 years old. You identify yourself as female. Your pronouns is she, her. Your hobby is singing. And your current mood is happy. All right. Thank you. Your data has been recorded. Now, let's do a recap of the situation. I'm supposed to be judging, right? The year is 2044. The justice system has changed in order to make trials faster and easier. This is how trials work now. A random civilian is chosen to serve as a judge. If they refuse, they are executed? Aw, what? The chosen judge is assigned to a small courtroom. Every day, defendants show up to the courtroom where the appointed judge has to analyze their case and make a choice. Then the judge has to determine whether the accused is innocent or guilty. What if you walk in, right? And your biggest enemy is there? How do you judge that? Because all I think about is like, yeah, I know you did that because you stole my snack pack. So I know you did it. I know you're a thief. Like, I don't know how to judge that one. If the accused is found not guilty, they can walk out free and all charges against them are dropped. If the accused is found guilty, then the death penalty execution must be carried out immediately. The criminal is injected with a special substance that gives them a painful death related to their crime. Prisons don't exist anymore. All crimes are executed and their remains are fed to the pigs. Oh my God, the way I would stay locked up in my house if this is how the real world was. Never leaving my house again. DoorDash everything. Uber Eats everything. I'm never leaving. Everything will be delivered to the house. Because you could mess up. Like, imagine you go to a store, right? You walk in a store and somebody comes in and rob that store. And the person who got robbed immediately looks at you like, that's the person. Out of shock, not to point it at you because they don't like you or some reason like that, or you're just bad people and they're just trying to blame the crime on anybody, but just out of frantic like shock, they're like, I think it was that person, and they point at you like, what do you do? Well, how do you prove you're innocent? There's nothing you can do. I'd be so scared. You are Voyia W. You were chosen to act as a judge. You agree, otherwise you're dead by now. You'd be dead by now, excuse me. And now you be transferred to your assigned courtroom. Congratulations, Judge W. That doesn't sound right anymore. Your new career has a paragon of justice begins now as, excuse me, I said, sure, let's save, I guess. Notice, the culpability of each accused is determined at random. However, there are some specific clues that will give you a hint regarding their accountability to the crime. I'm just excited. Case 1. Ooh, strap in, y'all, strap in. Am I the only one getting 90s vibes from this? It's like old 90s TV, right? Judge W, that's me. Dang it, I should like put my last name as Voyia, so I say Judge Voyia. Dang it. Defendant, you can come in. Your trial is about to begin. Let's see. Guilty. Guilty. First name of this person is, I don't know. Bibby. That's the first name that popped in my head. So we're going to type in Bibby. That's his name. The surname of this person is... The trial of Bibby Clanky begins now. He has been accused of inappropriately touching a woman's chest without her consent. He did it. Good morning, Your Highness. Let's look at the case files. Check the case files, the facts. May 10th, the victim commissioned a birdhouse. The accused accepts and begins working on it. May 14th, the victim is told by the accused to go to his workshop in order to pick up the finished birdhouse and proceed with the payment. Okay? Security cameras and witness confirm that the victim did go to the workshop, but she left empty-handed. Huh. Okay. So, I'm assuming that this all went down at the house. I mean, at the business where he commissions the birdhouses. The victim went to the police station to denounce the crime. Later that evening, she hired a lawyer. The victim claims that the accused groped her chest without her consent and that he refused to hand her the birdhouse. Okay. Victim's profile. Let's go defendant profile. Full name, Bibby Clanky. White male in his 30s. Works as a carpenter. Orthodox Christian. No previous crimes registered in his criminal record. Neighbors and church attendees stated that he's a good man who would never harass a woman. But just because he's never been caught doesn't mean he's never done a crime. He just doesn't have a registered crime that he's done. Okay, victim's profile. White female in her 20s lives with her boyfriend, an alcoholic, unemployed 50-year-old man who previously served a prison sentence for ... According to her family, she has a tendency to lie, although she would never lie about something like this. According to the investigators, no fingerprints belonging to the suspect were found in the victim's skin. Okay, although she stated that she took a bath to clean her aggressor's filth from her body. Prosecutor's opinion: the degenerate needs to be stopped. He's a beast, an animal. He must be executed immediately, or he'll harass more women. But well, hopefully this teaches him a valuable lesson to either do one or two things. Either you're going to harass the woman and convince them not to tell, or you're going to harass the woman and forcefully stop them from telling. So maybe this would teach him a lesson in some weird way. Defendant attorney, I guess? There's absolutely no evidence of my client ever touching the woman. It's pretty clear she's lying. All she has is her testimony, nothing else. And that testimony is nothing but a lie. No innocent should be put on trial just because of a vile lie. So what happens to her? All right, we went through the facts and stuff. Everything says that Bibby is innocent, right? We're all there, right? Stop. Interrogate. Case related question. Are you guilty? No, I'm not guilty. I'm lonely and I do long for the love of a woman, but I would never commit such a vile act as the one I am accused of. Jesus is my witness. I'm not guilty. I have never harassed a woman in my life. Jesus be praised. Amen. Hallelujah. I don't know. Case related questions. Tell me what happened. Let's hear his side. That woman asked me to build her a birdhouse. That's what I did. I finished the birdhouse. It was a really good job. I told her the house was ready and she went to the workshop to pick it up. Once there, she said she didn't like it, so she wouldn't pay me. She was wrong. The birdhouse was beautiful, one of my finest works. I told her she would have to pay me or I would call the police. She refused and left my shop. Then she made up a story about me touching her chest. I'm telling the truth. She's a vile liar. Jesus knows it. Amen. Right. Are you innocent? I mean, I'm sure he's gonna say yeah. Of course. God knows it. Jesus knows it. Mary knows it. I've been wrongly accused by that vile woman. There's no hard sticking facts to him. Like, no matter what we ask, there's nothing. He's like he might slip up and be like, I've never touched a breast before, but he's been married before, so he lied. Like, something like that. Like, give me something. He's not giving me anything. Why should I let you go? I'm just a humble carpenter who would never harm anyone. People in my church know what kind of person I am. My neighbors also know I'm a good Christian and I would never harass a lady. Victim related questions. Do you know the victim? Barely. She was just another client. She seemed like a decent person at first. Should have known better. Okay. Not this one. We need to go to the victim related questions, yeah. Do you hate the victim? I can't really hate anyone. That goes against my beliefs. God and Jesus will forgive her, and I hope she eventually cleanse her tainted soul. I'm sure harlots can still find redemption. Jesus be praised. Amen. Amen. I believe too that anyone can. Do you find the victim attractive? Yes. She's indeed a fairly attractive lady. She has a very ample chest and beautiful curves. I bet her chest would get really big if she became pregnant. There. See? There. Right there. Finish interrogations. I knew I'd get him. Y'all don't understand. Why are you thinking like this? Okay. So this is just my stuff. Okay, that's okay. Didn't know what that was. Let's save before I make my decision. And I'm gonna go ahead and make my decision. All right. I've evaluated your case. I've come to the decision. Bibby Clanky, I have determined that you are. Let's get him out of here. Because why are you talking about her like, oh, yeah, I bet her chest going to get big when she gets pregnant. Guilty. Get him out of here. Bibby Clanky, I've determined that you are guilty. Get out of here. Your execution shall be carried out immediately. Yeah. No, Your Highness, please, I'm innocent. Listen to Jesus. Listen to my heart. You know I'm innocent. Silence! Guards, bring the syringe and inject him immediately. In the buttocks. Hit him in the butt. Yeah. Here's the needle. Am I having too much fun? I might be having a little too much fun with this. You love touching people, don't you? Then why don't you touch your own body until you die? Oh my. Oh! My God. I honestly thought he was innocent, to be fair, but the pregnant thing creeped me out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Bibby Clanky was guilty. Beneath his religious mask, he was a lustful pervert who intended to harass more women. Get him out of here. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. You killed a criminal. Good job. Y'all was about to judge me, wasn't y'all? Y'all was about to judge me, and I was right. I was so right that I was so freaking right. I told y'all gotta look for those clues. You gotta look for the clues. Case 2. I want to make this a series, but then I just want to play it all together, like at once. Like I'm excited, but let's get started. Here we are with case 2. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. Ooh. Y'all know I got that first one. Judge Voya is in the building. I almost want to start this over, but since I think that most stuff is randomized, kind of what I've gotten based off of comments, I'll just say before I, put my verdict in, my decision in, and then if I mess up, then I'll just load and just hit the right one. But other than that, I don't think I'll be like starting over. So, but just know the name is Judge Voya, okay? Defendant, you can come in. Your trial is about to begin. Come on in here. Oh, well, hello there. The first name of the person is, she gives me something with a V. I feel like Viola fits her. Her surname of this person is the trial of Viola Grims begins now. Grimm, excuse me. I almost called her Grims, but I just spelled Grimm with an M. She drags her M's on very much so. She has been accused of murder. She shot her husband 10 times, then tried to run away. Your Highness, I'm not a bad woman. You have to understand my circumstances. Sure. I guess we can start with the interrogation. We'll work our way from the top and go down to the bottom. Accused related questions. Okay. Who are you? My name's Viola Grimm. I'm 27 years old. I'm a housewife and a real victim here. I married that man because I was in a very vulnerable state and I had no other choice. Okay. What are your hobbies? I like watching romance films. I also love to go shopping. It might sound a bit shallow, but it's better than living in the streets. Interesting. Materialistic. That doesn't make you a bad person. You like what you like. You like women. You like men that gives you stuff. That's cool. You want to be a stay-at-home mom? That's cool too. I would want to be a stay-at-home mom too. It would give me more time to make videos for y'all. Tell me about your childhood. We were very poor, and my dad was an awful man who hurt us a lot. Fortunately, he died from a stroke. So yeah, my childhood was very tough, and there were many times where we didn't have enough money for food. We lived in a very cheap and dilapidated apartment. So that could explain why she's so materialistic. Growing up poor, when you get older and you're able to control the narrative of your life, you want better. You want to do better. You want to feel better. So I get it. Later on, as a teen, I took many jobs to help my mom and my sisters, but money was never enough, especially after my mom fell ill. I don't really want to keep talking about my childhood. Sorry. Understandable, Miss Viola. Miss Grimm. Understandable. How about you tell me about your current life? I'm what you might call a trophy wife. Right. Had a little work done? No, I can't ask about. It's obvious. Okay, whatever. Sorry, Voya shouldn't ask about that. Judge Voya, be quiet. My husband was a very jealous and violent man. I wasn't allowed to go out without his authorization, and I had to remain silent most of the time. I had to comply and say yes to everything, or he would hurt me. He was very strong for his age, since he used to be a boxer. As a ex-CNA nurse, they can be very strong. There was a man, I can't say his name because the place I worked for was a government facility type of CNA thing, so you're not supposed to say their real names, but he had a nickname. This man, Ken, was strong And I'm talking real strong. This man almost broke my arm and threw a glass at me because he always mistaked me for his wife. So I agree with her. Despite having a house and money, I was trapped in a living hell. Okay. I don't think there's any more questions in it. How are you feeling? Angst. So much angst. People don't care if my late husband was violent and threatening to kill me. They only see me as a murderer who wanted to inherit his money. Who would believe a trophy wife such as me? Oh, poor thing. So, being stuck in this situation, I haven't heard anything yet. We're just in the accused related questions. So let's go to the case related questions, because so far it sounds like she was a trophy. Oh my God. What am I thinking about? A trophy wife who was mistreated, verbally, physically abused, and she snapped. Emotional anger happens to a lot of us. Some of us just be like, you know what? I'm going to shut down. This man's going to beat on me for the rest of my life. I might as well take it. And then there's some people that end up like this woman here. Let's go to the case related questions. Are you guilty? I shot him. Yes. But it was self-defense. He was about to kill me. So yes, I'm guilty of killing him. But I'm the real victim here. He could have killed me. She admit fault though. She's guilty. She may not be a violent person, but you were violent enough to do something bad, and your actions have consequences. I'm just saying. Tell me what happened. My husband wanted to kiss me. After years of humiliation and living hell, I refused. It's my body. I have the freedom to choose. We agree. You definitely have the freedom to choose whether you can kiss a person or not. He got really mad. I had never seen him so furious before. He wanted to strangle me to death. So I took the gun he kept in the drawer next to the bed and shot him 10 times. If you said I shot him once, I'd have been like, right on, stand up for yourself. But 10? You didn't think to stop? I would have been scared of the loud noise of the gun. So I would have I would have dropped it. I would have shot and dropped it or something. I don't know. I had no choice. Otherwise, I'd be dead by now. I never intended to kill him. 10 times though. Viola, let's be real here. Civilian to civilian. Look, on a civilian level, we're best friends. Think of us like that. 10 is a lot, honey. Like, you're going to jail. If not, you're going to die here. You're still guilty. I never intended to kill him. I would have preferred to get a divorce or run away, but he gave me no choice. Are you innocent? Technically, yes. I shot him, but I had a reason to do it. He wanted to kill me. It was self-defense, so that makes me innocent. She's right. Self-defense does make you innocent. It's hard to argue self-defense with 10 shots. Like, if you said 2, like, blah, blah. Okay, I would have been like, okay, that's arguable. 10. Kind of took out a little of that years of frustration, didn't you? Am I the only one that thinks that 10 is a little too steep to let you go? Why should I let you go? Because I'm the real victim here. Victim of a violent man and the patriarchy. Amen, woman. Amen. Victim related questions. Do you know the victim? I mean, it's her husband. Of course. He was my husband. I lived with him for 7 years. And that was more than enough to know that monster better than anyone. She's got a fair point. 10 years is long enough for you to know somebody. Me and Song are in our 10th year. 10 years is long enough for you to know. Do you hate the victim? Yes, with every fiber of my existence. Dang. Do you find the victim attractive? Uh, Not really. I was never attracted to him, but he offered me protection, security, and stability when I needed them the most. This one's hard. Let me check the case files. Okay, fact. August 27th. The accused and her victim were in their mansion in the outskirts of the city. According to their butler, they were having an argument. Eventually, the butler heard gunshots. When he entered the room, the victim was lying on the floor in a puddle of blood with 10 bullet rounds in his body. The butler immediately called the police, and the wife was arrested. So she didn't run away, though. She didn't run away. Full name, Viola Grimm. White female, 27 years old. Sorry, my phone was ringing. Unemployed. Was married to the victim for 7 years. According to the butler, the victim was a good man who loved his wife, but she always humiliated him and only married him because of his money. How did she humiliate him? Like, is she showing up to like events with him and being bad? I'm really into this. Like, I'm really liking this. Apparently, the butler hated the wife and had been working for the victim for over 20 years. The butler hated the wife. White male in his 50s, former boxer, amassed a fortune. Okay. Some people described him as a very angry and violent man, while others claimed that he was very sweet. So it's kind of like a Mike Tyson situation. Some people will argue that Mike Tyson is a very violent person. And then some people will argue that this man is not as violent as y'all think he is. He's actually a teddy bear. He's a sweet, a hard person. Like, some people will argue that with you. A witness said he always humiliated his wife and treated her like a pet. A witness, though. Another witness says the wife's a itch and she's lying. That's 2. Dang it. So this man worked for him for 20 years, though. We have to go off of the, I guess, prosecutor's opinion. She only married him because she wanted his money. She killed him and came up with that lie that he was about to kill her. She mustn't get away with her plan. She's a cold-blooded killer. Defendant, do you have anything to say? She's the real victim here. She endured many years of physical and verbal abuse at the hands of a violent man with a huge ego and great fortune. She deserves to be free after many years of pain and humiliation. Dang. Nothing really gave me anything. And these are just my stats, right? Criminal executed. She's still a criminal, though. That's the worst part. Let me say. All right. All in all, regardless of what happens, she is still a criminal. She is still a criminal, and it sucks because I don't want to believe that this woman was just a horrible person because of her situation that she's in. But his 20 years of being a butler for somebody, you would know if they're a horrible person. And he didn't like you for some reason. You gave me nothing here to defend you, so I have nothing to defend you with. Now that I've saved, I think I'm gonna have to find her guilty. 10 shots is a lot. 2 would have been like, okay, they got into an argument. Honestly, I really want to know what the argument was about, but maybe they won't tell me unless I guess right. I will find out if I guessed right, because I will have to restart this. Not restart it, but I will have to go and load and hit the right button anyway if I fail. All right. After evaluating your case, I've come to the decision. Viola Grimm, I have determined that you are guilty. Dang, I'm so sorry, Viola. There's nothing protecting you. I think you both were mean to each other. He was just Dang it. My heart says, my gut, I'm telling y'all right now, my gut says she's innocent. My gut is saying that she's innocent 1000%. But I'm going to choose guilty and see what happens. You're guilty. Viola Grimm, I have determined that you are guilty. Your execution shall be carried out immediately. Poor Viola. Your Highness, please. I had no other choice. He deserved it. Silence. Guards, bring the syringe and inject her immediately in her lips. She seems to like it there. But now we gotta see a gruesome death. Ugh. Oh man, this one hurts. You left your husband's body with a lot of holes after shooting him so many times. Do you know how it feels to have so many holes in your body and look like cheese? You'll find out very soon. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Execution completed. I really feel like I made a mistake. I feel like that man was very much so violent. I think they both were probably bad for each other. It's just like a toxic relationship situation. She just took it a little bit too far. He took it far. Viola was innocent. I know. I'm never doubting my gut again. Her husband was a very violent man who intended to murder her. She killed him for self-defense. I'm going back. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry, Viola, for doubting you ever. Decision. Let's come to our decision. I knew it. In my heart, I should have followed my gut. I said in the beginning, I knew she was innocent. Viola, you are innocent. You are free. You can leave the courthouse and resume your normal life now. Go on, Viola. You deserve this. Your Highness, thank you so much. Unless it's like flipped now that I've restarted it. That would suck. That would really suck. Let's see. Viola was innocent. Her husband was a very violent man who intended to murder her. She killed him in self-defense. The butler was also an awful man involved in other crimes, and he was arrested shortly after the trial. Good riddance. Good job. The only thing they left me with was that this man knew her for 20 years, and I was banking off of that. But honestly, like I said, my gut told me she was true. She was real. All right, next up, case 3. Defendant, can you come in? Your trial is about to begin. Guilty. 1000%. He can't even fit in his picture. Look at it. If y'all haven't figured out how childish I am, you will eventually on this channel. The trial of Big Bluesky. I'm sorry. We're just going to call you Big here. He has been accused of scamming elderly people. This is ridiculous. I haven't scammed anyone. Everything's legal. Is it now? Huh. We'll see. Accused related questions. Who are you? My name is Big Obese. I'm 68 years old. I'm a CEO of an insurance company. I don't have a family. I've never had the time for that. I have other goals, such as increasing my wealth. That kind of... You're not helping yourself. You're really not helping yourself. What are your hobbies? In my free time, I read books about economics. I also enjoy watching older films from the 40s. Still not helping yourself. Really aren't helping yourself, buddy. Tell me about your childhood. My father was also a CEO, and he always taught me the importance of money. I didn't have any friends. It was a quite lonely childhood, but that was okay. Some people made fun of me, but now I'm sure I have more money than them. Still not helping yourself, Mr. Big. Not helping yourself at all. I'm trying to come in here with an open heart. Even though I don't like his logic of, oh, money, 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 money. I'm still in here with an open heart. Tell me about your childhood. No, I already did that one. Tell me about your current life. My life has always been the same. Work, work, and more work. I'm always thinking of new marketing strategies, looking for clients, etc. I care a lot about work and money, but that doesn't mean I'm a heartless businessman who would scam elderly people, considering you're an elderly person yourself. This is all a misunderstanding. Why don't you tell me about the misunderstanding? What are they accusing you of? I'd be a great judge. What is this misunderstanding? Because misunderstanding is implying that someone has brought something to your attention that they're like, hey, I think you're scamming me, and you understand that was something that was brought to your attention. So why don't you tell me what that thing is, where the misunderstanding is, and what it really is? You know, how, like, that would help me out a lot here. How are you feeling? Disappointed in the system. Why would you attack an honest businessman? This is nothing but defamation. These imbeciles just want to get money from me and harm my reputation, and they'll be dead soon anyway. Why make such a fuss over a delay payment? You see right there. See, these imbeciles just want to get money from me and harm my reputation. You could have left right there. And they'll be dead soon anyway. Why make such a fuss over a delayed payment? You see, that's probably why they feel like you're, scamming them. Okay. Are you guilty? Of course not. This is a waste of time. Okay. Tell me what happened. You could start there, can't you? The company's been selling insurance for years. Our reputation is quite high. Our clients trust us and they know who we are. A group of grandpas and grandmas claim that we scammed them. Lies! They just don't understand how our system works. Did you clarify that system? See? Y'all give me high twos. Because Voyia knows the right answers to ask. Oh, Voyia would be a great judge. They will get their insurance money eventually. They just need to be patient. I haven't scammed anyone. I wish I could ask, can you clarify what that is? Why don't you tell me what happened? My company's been selling. Oh, we already did this one. Sorry. Oops. Okay, Voyia may be a great judge, but Voyia also forgets sometimes too. Are you innocent? 100%. A hardworking patriot with good values, attacked by parasites. I don't like how you talk about people. You're making yourself look. Why should I let you go? Because that would be the right thing to do. Right. Victim-related questions. Do you know the victims? They're my clients, so yeah, I know them to a certain degree. He's keeping it very casual, but he did let something slip that's on my mind right now. Do you hate the victims? I've been trying not to, but they're not helping. Interesting. Do you find the victims attractive? I'm not attracted to 80-year-old grannies. I am sorry for the question. Okay, the case file, the facts. September 1st, an elderly couple buys insurance from the accused. December 20th, the husband dies in a car accident. February 16th, the widow was still waiting for the insurance money. The accused tells her to keep waiting. July 30th, the widow still hasn't received the money. She contacts the attorney and accuses the defendant of scamming her. August 12th, The two other elderly people accused the defendant of scamming them and not receiving their insurance money. Now, why don't you tell me about that? Why are you not giving them their insurance money, sir? Defendant profile. Big obese. Blue male in his 60s. Owner of insurance company. Single, no family. His employees and neighbors seem to hate him. He has no friends at all. A witness claimed that she heard the accused laughing at the window and saying that she'll never see that money. Screw that dinosaur. So, it's hard to take this into consideration considering that no one likes this man. But it's not something to ignore. There's a reason why. If everyone don't like you, either you're the problem or everyone is in cahoots with one person. And I highly doubt these grannies, these grandpas, and your coworkers are also in cahoots with each other to scam you out of money. I don't think so, buddy. It doesn't look good for you right now. Okay, victim's profile. 2 elderly women and an elderly man, all of them in their 80s, loved by their respective communities, families, and friends. Buddy, really not. Prosecutor, this man is a heartless sociopath who only cares about money. He scammed those poor people, and he probably feels no remorse at all. He deserves to die. Ugh. Defendant, as despicable as he is, my client is not a scammer. The supposed victims would have gotten their money eventually. They just had to wait a bit longer. He's innocent and deserves to be freed. All right, I think I heard enough. Sir, I'm sorry. Nothing here made you seem innocent in any shape, form, or fashion whatsoever, sir. I am so sorry. Maybe it's me. We've evaluated your case. And Mr. Big Obese, I have determined that you are guilty. I have determined that you are guilty. Disgusting. And your hand looks little. Like I can't, like, even if I could trust his face or his hat or his beard, that hand I cannot trust. Your execution shall be carried out immediately. No, come on. You can't do this to me. I'll pay you. Please, let me live. Silence! Guards, bring the syringe and inject him. And make sure the needle's big enough. We know why. I'm so sorry. Nothing here made him seem innocent in any shape, form, or fashion. You were getting accused by good people. And your co-workers don't like you. You have no one that like you. No one in your corner whatsoever. Even if he was innocent, he's still a crappy person. So I wouldn't feel too bad. I honestly might let this one rock. You like scamming people? You think you're really smart, huh? You think you have brains? Let's see if that's true. Oh my God. Ooh! He's got a big brain for sure. Now let's see if I was right. Nothing pointed to him being innocent. I'm not the only one that feels that way. Y'all tell me in the comment section below. Friends, listen. There's nothing pointing at innocent here. Give me it. Was guilty, see? He scammed a lot of people throughout the years and despised elderly people. Who could hate a granny? How dare you? Grannies are awesome. Grandpas are awesome. They give you candy, money, and everything else, and they just want you to be good kids. That's all they ask for. Be good. Disgusting. You killed a criminal. Good job. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! Judge Voyia on the scene with case 4. Let's begin. Oh, I'm excited. Let's get this started. Next, come on in. Defendant, you can come in. Your trial is about to begin. Don't worry. Don't be shy. Voyia is on your side. First name, he like a bat. A lot of teeth here. Sure. Let's name him. His last name is Batty. Get it? Get it? The trial for Smiles Batty begins now. He has been accused of stalking a young woman. He needs to be punished. Also, he identifies himself as a sheepman. You look like a bat, though. I'm not stalking her. I'm trying to talk to her. And yes, I'm a human-sheep hybrid. My mother was a sheep. Your mother was also full of smiles, wasn't she? Oh, God. Oh, all right. All right, let's time for that interrogation. Let's start from the top, work our way to the bottom. Here we go. Who are you? My name is Smiles Batty. I'm 42 years old, and I'm a tailorist. I'm not entirely human. My mother was a sheep, and my father was a human, so that makes me a mutant hybrid. All right, Smiles, calm down. That's why I look like this. Long time ago, I fell in love with a woman and she became pregnant. But her parents took her away, as they didn't want her to marry a sheepman. For 20 years, I've been trying to locate her and my daughter. Okay. So it seems like that Smiley is a very talkative person. That's good here for us. Good for us. Bad for him if he is stalking women. Seems like he's looking for the love of his life. Yeah, this is gonna be an easy case here. What are your hobbies? I enjoy literature. I also like watching sheep videos. Bah. Okay. Tell me about your childhood. My father and mother weren't allowed to be together, and I was left in an orphanage. From a young age, I showed skills making clothes, so it was only natural for me to become a tailorist. I'm one of the best tailorists in the city. Bah. Thank you, Mr. Smiley. Or Mr. Batty, thank you. I'm glad I named him that. Tell me about your current life. Besides working as a tailorist, I spend most of my free time looking for my daughter and her mother. I am a very sad and lonely sheepman. All right. This is gonna be so easy because nothing is proving him innocent right now, unfortunately. How are you feeling? Okay. Are you guilty? No, I'm not guilty. That young woman has misunderstood my intentions. I'm not stalking her. I just want to talk to her. I'm sure she's my daughter. Okay, so did you tell her this? Did you see? This is the questions that Voyia needs to be asking. Did you tell him this? That, yeah, I think you're my daughter. Can we go, figure that out? Why don't you tell me what happened, though? A long time ago, I had an affair with a human woman. She became pregnant, but her parents took her away. I've been searching for her for 20 years. Until now, I found this young woman who looks exactly like my ex. I'm sure she's my daughter, since she'd be 20 years old by now. Fortunately, I suspect that her mother might have passed away. I'm not a stalker. I've been trying to contact her and find out if she's my daughter. If she's my daughter, she could move in with me and keep me company. And if she isn't, she can move in with me too. She's probably lonely too. See? That right there. If she's not your daughter, you need to move on. I'm a lonely sheep. I need to be hugged. and kissed. Nah. Ew. Ew. Guilty. I'm sorry. Are you innocent? Yes. An innocent sheepman. Please stop. Right. Why should I let you go? Because I'm an innocent and cute sheep. You're not helping your case. You sound very much so guilty. Victim. Do you know the victim? I'm fairly certain she's my daughter. Okay. Do you hate the victim? I'm sure it's no. No. I want to know her better. If she's my daughter, I want to be close to her. Okay. And do you find the victim attractive? This is the one that's going to probably get him. Watch. Her mother was very attractive. And I'm also very attractive. So yeah, I think she's as beautiful as her mother and me. I need to see this daughter now, because if you think you're attractive and the mother's attractive, so you made an attractive daughter, I need to see this daughter. She has such a juicy and round. Oops, forget it. Who is she? That was... See? Finish the interrogation. Let's check the case. The facts. The victim has reported that for over a year, the accused has stalked her through different means. He has sent her countless friend requests and messages through social media platforms. He has been seen outside her work, and he even harassed other employees and asked to see her. He has followed her on the street and even inside of a shopping mall. Once he tried to touch her, and when she confronted him, he made sheep sounds. The victim ran away crying and screaming. Defendant's profile. Full name: Smiles Batty. White male in his 40s. Tailorist. Has unusual features that make him resemble a sheep. He claims to be a sheep, son of a human male and a female sheep. According to him, the victim is his daughter and he's just trying to talk to her. I feel like he's guilty, but he could just be a weirdo. Like, my gut says guilty, but he could just be a weirdo. Victim's profile. White female in her 20s. Her mother passed away last year. Never met her father. Currently living with her grandparents. Prosecutor's opinion. The accused is a very sick man who wants to enact his dark fantasies, and he chose my client as his victim. His story about being a human sheep hybrid is absolutely insane. He has no place in society. Kill him. Wow, okay. Defendant? Defense? Do you have something to say? My client isn't lying. He just wants to meet his daughter. A DNA test will prove that he's telling the truth. I am not sure about his claims of being the son of a sheep, though. Still, he's innocent and he has done nothing wrong. Somebody be on this man's side, please. All right. I'm gonna save. All right. I think I've come to my decision. Some of his stuff has been very much so obvious that he is more than just looking for his daughter, talking about her round butt and stuff. And then he didn't specify if he was talking about the mom's round butt or he's talking about his daughter's round butt or his potential daughter. I'm going to say he's guilty here. All right. I have evaluated the case. I've come to my decision, or a decision, excuse me. Smiles Batty. I have determined that you are guilty. I could be wrong. But he just feels guilty. Your execution shall be carried out immediately. Silence! Guards, bring the syringe and inject him immediately. Definitely do it in his fat head. Oh, it's going to get gruesome. He could be innocent, honestly. Nothing pointed to him necessarily being guilty except for the people standing up for the girl, but honestly, they could just be standing up for because that's their friend. Are you a wolf in sheep clothes? Let's find out. Oh, God. I'm never going to get used to this. Oh, I'm never going to get used to this. Execution complete. Ha 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 ha. Mwahahaha. Was he innocent? We'll find out. Here we go. Come on. Smile Baddie was guilty. We knew it. I know I should trust my gut, but I just wanted. Listen. Sometimes it could be a misunderstanding. You guys played Danganronpa before, and if you haven't, you know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, then I've played a little bit of it, and I could actually go back to it if y'all want me to. Smiles Baddie was guilty. He wasn't the father of the victim. He just became obsessed with her. Furthermore, he was not a real sheep man. You killed a criminal. Good job. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Case 5. Are we excited about case 5? I'm excited about case 5. Defendant, you can come in. Your trial is about to begin. Come on in. Don't be shy of Judge Voyia. His head is kind of small. Come on in. The trial of Peabody begins now. He has been accused of torturing and murdering his babysitter. How old are you?
I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. It wasn't me.
How old are you? Can we check the case file? No, it's not the case file I want to check. Something tells us about, I think it is the case file. Defendant's profile. Full name, Peabody. Black male, 10 years old, lives with his mother, attends a nearby school. Oh my God. Teachers describe him as a very solitary child with an unhealthy obsession for certain streamers. Okay. The victim. Black female in her 20s, worked as a babysitter to afford college. Described as a very sweet girl with a kind heart. This don't look right for you, buddy. January 18th. The victim was babysitting the accused. It was a night like any other. The neighbors heard some screams and alerted the police. When the officers arrived, they found the babysitter tied up in a chair, and the accused was found hidden in a closet. Okay. The victim's redacted and tongue had been removed with a knife and a pair of scissors. Oh, okay. Her skull had been crushed with a hammer, and she had numerous cuts all over her body. When the accused was taken out of his hiding spot and he spotted the corpse, he began laughing hysterically. Now, hold on now. I usually laugh at unfunny situations, right? I do. I laugh at them. Defendant's profile. We already did the defendant's profile, so we can skip past that. Let's go to the prosecutor's opinion. This kid is pure evil. What he did to the victim is far too atrocious, and he knew exactly what he was doing. Being a kid is no excuse. He's still a murderer, and murderers must be killed. They have no place in society. That's a fair point. Defense. My client is just a kid. Let him go immediately. Really? Your client is a kid, and that's the only thing that you have to argue? Interrogation. Accused related cut. Who are you?
My name is Peabody. I'm 10 years old. I like dinosaurs.
Okay. What are your hobbies?
Watching cartoons, playing with my dinosaur toys, watching my favorite streamers.
Right. Who are your favorite streamers again? Because there's certain names that'll make you guilty in this, like, instantly. So, who is your favorite streamers again? Like, please. Tell me about your childhood.
But I'm still a child.
You can still tell me about your childhood. How is it with your parents and stuff? Okay, tell me about your current life.
I go to school, then come back and play video games. Watch cartoons, watch streamers, play with my toys. I don't have any friends though, but I don't care.
Okay. How are you feeling?
I hate this place. I want my mommy.
Considering that you've been accused of taking her out, I don't think your mommy wants you. Let's go to case-related questions. Are you guilty?
No, I'm not guilty.
That this kid isn't helping himself, and I don't like. Why don't you tell me what happened? Tell me what happened.
Cindy was babysitting me. Everything was okay until we heard a sound coming from the kitchen. It was a really scary man, and he had a hammer and a knife. I managed to hide, but he got Cindy and began hurting her. Then he left, and I remained hidden until my mom came back.
So why didn't you come out when your mom was there? Are you innocent?
Yes, I'm just an innocent kid.
Some kids are evil. Like, I agree with the prosecutor that there are a lot of kids that do some evil stuff and they be like, you're not going to do nothing to me. I'm a kid. Well, guess what? Judge Voyia hold kids accountable like I would hold a 90-year-old woman. She could be on her deathbed. If she did something bad, guess what? That 90-year-old woman is in trouble too. Why should I let you go?
Because I'm just a kid.
Okay, victim-related questions. Do you know the victim?
Yep, she was my babysitter. We didn't really get along.
Okay, that's some information. It may be the tiniest bit of information, but he didn't like his babysitter. Do you hate the victim?
We didn't get along, but I didn't hate her.
Oh, right. So we don't have anything here. Dang, there's... I'm going to say he hated him, but let me look at the facts again. Okay. Did you... The thing does not say anything about forced entry. There was no forced entry whatsoever. Y'all can tell I've been watching crime videos and stuff. Ooh! There's nothing that's stating that there was forced entry whatsoever. There is nothing stating that the kid was covered in blood or anything and stuff. And let me make sure so we can all read it together. I'll read it with you guys again. I read it really fast for myself, but I'll read it again with you guys. The victim was babysitting the accused. It was the night like any other, okay? The neighbors heard some screams and alerted the police. When the officers arrived, they found the babysitter tied up in a chair and the accused was found hidden in a closet. The victim's blank and tongue had been removed with a knife and a pair of scissors. Her skull had been crushed with a hammer and she had numerous cuts all over her body. When the accused was taken out of his hiding spot, he spotted the corpse and began laughing hysterically. This kid is guilty. Like, there's not, even if he's not, nothing, the defense didn't argue for him. No one argued for him. This kid is guilty, unfortunately. I did save, though, so if I'm wrong, I can go back and change it, but my gut said guilty instantly. All right. I skipped it, though. Peabody, I have determined that you are guilty. Peabody, I have determined that you are guilty. Your execution shall be carried out immediately. Goodbye.
Oh, no, Mommy!
Silence! Judge Voyia does not like loud noise. Guards, bring the syringe and some toys. Allow the kid to give one last go with the Hot Wheels. Then inject him immediately! Goodbye, little child. Let's just be perfectly clear why this is getting played out, that I absolutely adore kids. I love kids, and I want to have kids of my own one day. But a bad kid is a bad kid. Being a kid is no excuse. You're an evil murderer. It's time for you to open your eyes and see the severity of your actions. I do feel bad because it is a kid, but Oh my God. Hey. Oh yeah, you were bad. You were bad. Get out of here. You're not even a kid. You're a monster. Get out of here. Oh my God, he made me choke on my spit. Get out. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I was right. He was innocent? What? Peabody was innocent. He didn't harm the babysitter. The real culprit was found 2 weeks later. It was a male neighbor who had served prison time for redacted and redacted. He was obsessed with the babysitter. You killed an innocent. It ain't my fault, okay? Nothing pointed that child was innocent. So let's make our decision and make him innocent. See, I did the whole Hot Wheels thing, and now like I have to tell him, you're innocent, get out of here. Peabody, I have determined that you are innocent. You are free. You can leave the courtroom and resume your normal life now. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Yay! Get out of my face. I don't care what nobody said. Did y'all see him when he died? That's a monster. Peabody was innocent. He didn't harm the babysitter. The real culprit was found 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Good job. Whatever. Next case. Case 6. This is fun. I'm having too much fun with this. I'm having far too much fun with this. Maybe we can get a few of these done, like 5 in each video. Maybe 5 cases in each video. Yes or no? What we thinking? It's only 15, so we should be fine.